Yo, I'm here with Medici himself. What you saying, bro? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing, sir. I've been doing really good recently. Even like with my bipolar, I've been really, 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 really happy. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna bleep out. You can swear and everything, yeah. So don't worry. Like
Okay.
like I can bleep it all out, and we can just have a casual conversation. We can take breaks. We can talk like this. We can plan, strategize, and I can cut it all out. It's all gravy, baby. Like it's all sorted, mate. So let's have a look at what AI is saying on the. I can't wait to edit this into a fucking video, mate. You're going to be buzzing when you see this, like the final product. Right, so what did AI come up with? It come up with loads of really good things to talk about. So I'm going to bleep out all of the swear words, yeah, when I edit it for monetization purposes. Give me a
Oh,
list
so you
of.
can't swear for monetization?
We can, but I'll just bleep it out.
But
I
what if if you were to leave it, would you get demonetized?
Not necessarily. It's just you'd get less adverts, less companies interested in advertising on it. You'd still get some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Give me a list of intense questions and topics to talk about. This is amazing. We can just chat and shoot the shit, mate, and then I can pick out the gold. Like, because there's going to be tons of gold. Fucking hell. Right. Do you believe people are inherently good or evil, and why?
We're starting with that.
Yeah, we'll start with whatever you want, mate.
Um, they're inherently good. Yes,
Because
I
babe,
believe.
do you mean because babies like are not racist? Like babies like start off good and innocent. Do you mean like that?
Just human beings in general, at its most natural state, is good. It's
So
just when we start getting programmed by the system, a low
ah,
vibrational system, that it removes us from what good is.
it debases us.
Yeah, if we don't know what good actually is, we could start doing things that aren't good, and we think that it's good.
So like we get conditioned over time to like by the environment to that makes us evil sort of thing. Is that what you're sort of saying? Like we start off good and then like uh,
Yes, and the first thing you do is you get circumcised.
I do you know
Right? So,
they don't do that in the UK.
okay, well, in the United States of America, that's like a very normal practice.
Why is that? Is that like a hygiene thing or something?
Well, that's what they say. There's many reasons for why they say it, but
It seems a bit brutal to just fucking
yeah,
chop off a
imagine,
like chopping off a foreskin of a newborn child.
right,
What
of
the
a
fuck,
baby.
man? Like
So
that's like first experience they have in life is trauma. Straight away.
ex- exactly.
Fucking hell. That's savage, mate.
So can you imagine, like, you come in a innocent, good person, and good is, good is an okay word, but a good person is someone that has good intentions.
Yeah.
And then you get, in one of many cases, because there's different ways of doing it. A lot of formula milk this formula milk is just straight garbage.
I've heard
So
that.
people that are using formula are feeding their babies garbage.
Yeah, I've heard that. Can you tell me more about that? Because I've heard something. I read something about that. I just can't remember.
Well, the best thing to provide babies, if they cannot have the breast milk of the mom, or if there's a need for extra, is raw milk, because that's the raw. So this heating, women love to heat the milk, and they gotta
Oh,
heat it up at the certain levels, and all the plastics. It's a whole show.
yeah,
It's
like
a whole
you talking about when they pasteurize it and they basically boil it sort of thing.
well, so they don't even do that. They already bought it. They already buy it pasteurized. I'm saying the breast milk.
Oh
So the
yeah,
moms
cause that's
get the
raw.
breast milk and they heat it up. Yep, they heat it up. They give it to the baby. It's in in these plastic containers. Everything is plastic.
Right.
Everything is
Oh.
getting heated up. So what is the baby getting?
Oh, so you're saying
Chemicals
the
with
plastics leaching out.
uh-huh. Oh yeah,
I
for
have always been
sure.
paranoid about that. You know, like about
For sure.
especially with oh, you're gonna love this. Yeah, I bet you thought about this before already. You've got me excited already, man. Fucking hell. Right. So, do you know how obviously like Coca-Cola and other drinks, they're so sugary that they add citric acid, I think. No, not citric acid. They add some sort of acid so that you don't throw up, because if you had that much sugar, you would just throw up. So they add an acid in there. Yeah. And that acid, I think, will over time corrode the aluminum. Yeah, or we call it aluminium in the UK. I reckon that acid, phosphate acid, I think it's called. So that probably leaches aluminum into the
Well, so
drink,
get this. Get
and that
this.
can give you
There's a
Parkinson's or
plastic
Alzheimer's. Sorry,
there's
go
a
on.
plastic lining. There's a plastic lining that protects the drink from the metal. Because yes, that's
Oh,
exactly right. If it was the metal, it would get corroded. So these
oh.
brilliant people use a plastic.
So is that
And there's
still bad?
pictures. There's pictures online. Well, so it's, I mean, we don't know. We don't know if the plastic can be leached, if it can't. Like, who knows what type of chemicals are made with that plastic?
Yeah, because it's made from isn't plastic made from crude oil? I'm pretty sure.
Probably, yeah.
I think it's made from crude oil, and crude oil is toxic as hell. Like they when they yeah no they it's like oh, I'm not gonna get into the story I was gonna get into because it's really sad and tragic. Do you know the Chris Watts case?
The who?
Chris Watts, like the true crime case, like Chris Watts, who killed his family and that.
No, no,
Oh
no.
right. So he put I'll just say it, flipping hell. So this geezer, yeah, he killed his family and then he put them in he buried his wife in a shallow grave and he put his two daughters in these crude oil tanks. And when they had to get when they retrieved the bodies from the crude oil tanks, it had absolutely mutilated the kids, and they had to use hazmat gear and they had to use proper protective gear to get these corpses out of these crude oil tanks. It's really really toxic, and and they make plastic out of it. It's mad. So point being, I think you're right. Like plastic is obviously no good. Like it's in as you know, it's like it's fish in the ocean. There's like microplastic everywhere, aren't there? It's in fish, and we're ingesting it. Like,
So there was a news story that just came out about how much plastic is in the brain now.
oh no,
And they're saying, I think on average, about a tablespoon,
no,
a plastic spoon's worth of microplastics in your brain. It just came out.
no, that's not good. That's not
So
good.
all this stuff starts to add up, and then how does it come out? How does it get detox? Because that's the main key right now. Is two things. One is reducing any potential connection to plastic, but then two is how do you live a life when it comes to food where you are able to detox plastic, chemicals, all sorts of other crap that is
What do
in the
you
food system.
what do you think? Do you think there's an answer to that, or is it just we're fucked?
No, there is for sure. So I think with plastic in particular, any accumulated plastic is has to be melted.
Right.
When you melt the body over 100 degrees, the plastic starts to melt.
What 100
And as the
degrees
plastics,
Fahrenheit?
yes, yep.
Wonder what that is Celsius. Let me check. Are you talking about heating up the whole body, core temperature?
Yeah, like hot tub, like being in a hot tub.
Oh, so you say, oh, okay. So,
So okay, so this is the thing. Uh, okay, so there's two ways. One is raw fat, very crucial raw fat, raw unsalted cheese that
oh,
absorbs
okay.
the toxins in the body. So as you feed the stomach raw unsalted cheese, it acts as a sponge. And so the body now
Right.
is able to dispose of things in the stomach because it knows that it has the cheese to absorb it,
I
and then
eat cheese all the time. Sorry, go
it's
on, my brother.
exported out.
I eat
It's
cheese all the
released.
time. Is it? Why does it have to be unsalted?
So because the salt for some reason kind of like messes up the process.
Oh, okay. Does it still
Now
work a
there's
little
like
bit?
there's a scientific reason that this specific individual Agenist that talks about it gives, but he basically says that
So,
it, obviously it's better to have cheese than no cheese,
oh, okay,
but
got ya.
the effects of it has to be raw and it has to be unsalted. Something about the salting messes up the potency of the absorption, basically.
Right, yeah, because salt reacts a lot in the body, doesn't it? Like it has a lot of functions.
Yeah,
Okay, so why do they salt cheese? Oh, just guess for the flavor, isn't it? Is there another
yeah,
purpose?
yeah. I think it's mostly flavor,
Why do they
and
salt
just
cheese?
people if people are used to just the saltiness, I guess. Maybe it might have helped with fermentation, but I don't know. It seems
Ah,
more just
you
kind of.
you were close. It helps control the bacteria that grows inside the cheese. Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, it helps with fermentation. It helps control the bacteria that grows inside the trees. It helps with texture development and it regulates moisture and helps
Mm.
preserve the cheese as it ages. So you're right. Yeah, no. But so how do I get my hands on unsalted cheese? What the hell? Is that like a specialty item? It must be.
I'll send you the website. They
Nice one.
deliver actually all over the world, but they're based in Europe.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna because you know what you're talking about, mate. I've been following you for five
So
years.
yeah, so this cheese, highly recommend eating it as often as possible.
I eat cheese every day.
And yep, so it absorbs toxins, and there's so much to release. Raw fat is very important.
Yeah, people. Do you know what really pisses me off, bro? So, do you remember like there was all that mad health scare, like oh no fat, no fat, no fat, low fat, and fucking don't eat fat because it will make you fat. How ridiculous is that as an argument? Like just because it's called
Oh
fat,
yeah, right.
like they think just because it's called fat, they think it makes you fat. Like they're fucking dumb, mate. Like
And
fat,
still they
like
still do.
and yeah, and fat is as you know is an essential macronutrient. Like what the
Right.
hell? Like it's one of three essential macronutrients. For those who don't know, protein, carbohydrates, and fat you absolutely need for your body to function. So when you're taking fat away from food, you're taking away something essential for your diet. The only way cheese can make you fat is if you eat too much of it. It's just calories in versus calories out. People are fucking dumb, bro. Swear to God, it pisses me off. They're like, do you know when people like are like they'll go up to you and you go, that's an unhealthy meal. Like for instance, yeah, I've been eating jacket potatoes, beans, and cheese. Yeah, you're not dumb. You know that's a healthy meal. That's got your carbs, you've got your fat, you've got your protein, you've got the vitamin C from the beans. You like the sauce in the beans. That's a healthy full meal. I've had people come up to me like, oh, that's unhealthy. I just don't even talk to them. So I'm thinking there's too much to explain there. Like they're not gonna get it. Like fucking hell. Like some people are just beyond hope, mate. Beyond repair. Like people think butter's bad for you. Like what the? Like I try telling people that natural fat is good for you, and they just don't want to hear it. It's so ridiculous, mate. Like it's like there's so much what's the word misinformation out there, and the problem is it's been passed down generations, and people don't want to do their own research. They just regurgitate whatever the fuck they've heard from the next person, and like there's so much misinformation out there. It pisses me off, man. Like and the same with working out. So people think, oh, I go to the gym like 7 days a week, but you need to rest for your body to take advantage of like the exercise you've done. Like I gained 2.5 stone of muscle, yeah, in a year and a half, yeah. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know how many pounds that is. There's like 12 pounds in a stone, I think. And I did that without going to the gym. I did that 3 days a week, and it was 10, 15 minutes per exercise. Yeah. So I'd do a circuit. You know what a circuit workout is, don't you? Where you don't stop, you just circle through each exercise, and you don't take a break. You just keep going until you're knackered. You do that for about 10, 15 minutes, 3 times a week, and I gained muscle, mate. I didn't even go to a gym. All I did was calisthenics, is it called, where you do like push-ups and sit-ups and chin-ups and pull-ups and like yeah. I got big, man. Like I'm a big guy now. But like, yeah, and I had people telling me like, you need to go to the gym more. You need to go to the gym more. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to buy creatine. You need to do this. I'm like, mate, you can do everything healthy, like normally. Like, you just need to know what you're doing. People are just dumb. Right, let's get a topic to talk about. Here we go. Because we've just been shooting this shit. Oh, okay. Should we just jump straight in the deep end? Right. What is the meaning of life? I like.
To get close, to get in alignment, to get close to God,
Yes.
to embrace God.
Yes. Absolutely. That I can't add anything to that. Like that is as
It's
flippant.
like a yes or no question.
That is as concise an answer as you can get. Like there's nothing even left to talk about with that. He just
Yep, we
answered.
good. Good night.
He just
Good night.
he just answered it in 2 seconds. All right, guys, you've been locked into Nuclear Reaction Faction. Hope you like the podcast. We've got tons more to come. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.